Right, so I'm just at work, and parked right there is my £100 project car that none of you have seen yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll on the intro, and then immediately after the intro I'm going to introduce you to the car. Alright, let's do it. Right, so we're going to do a little countdown, and then after the countdown, usual stuff, you're going to be faced with a car. Alright, so let's get some music on the go, and then count down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I can't believe I've just done that. That's bad, isn't it? That's so sorry, that was really childish. Let's do it again, right? Ready? 3, 2, 1. What a beautiful car, an E46 Touring 330D. Now it's a 2001 car, 51 reg. Like these little pressed plates, they look quite cool. M badge there, see, stuff like that does make your car faster. That's really important that we keep that. BBS style sort of split rims. I don't even know if they are genuine split rims, but if they are, they'd be worth more than the car's worth. Good tyres. The wheels actually look really good. They make the car sort of appear like quite a nice car from a distance, but then as you get closer you notice things like rust and badly painted side repeater indicators, bit of sort of mould and mildew everywhere. It's not been looked after. It ain't a proper rough example. Like it is a rough example for sure, but it ain't terrible. I think a good clean-up's going to do this car a world of good. So as you come around the back, obviously it's an M Sport as well, so it's got the M Sport rear bumper, like the little black diffuser at the bottom there, and then there's the front, obviously the M Sport front bumper. That was a nice thing in the day. In fact, it's a nice thing today, not just back in the day. That is a nice thing today. It's an M Sport car, so I suppose rightly so. It's got some sort of M coloured stuff here and there. Again, I quite like them plates, but I'm not sure if they're too legal. Here we have a bit of rust. Yeah, it's quite bad. If you look in the boot, it'll give you an idea of of how it's been looked after. We've got a shoe there, guys. Looks like someone's been living in there. Oil, maybe it's got an oil leak. That'd be funny if it has. Inject cleaner, that's not a good sign. And by the way, I'm going to explain how this car came about and what the reasons were behind buying it and stuff in a sec. I just want to show you around the car first, alright? Let's close that. As you come around here, it's all pretty much same old all the way around. So, if we walk around here, before we look inside, it actually looks like it's been lowered a little bit as well. It looks quite stanced, doesn't it? And it's all right. £100. Inside, yeah, it looks like it's been lived in. Like, this is disgusting, man. Look at that. When the camera decides to focus, look, that's a mixture of sort of mould and fag ash. Yeah, I don't smoke personally. I think if I did, I wouldn't smoke in my car, but people do. I understand people don't treat their cars the same way as I do. That ashtray there, or money collection thing, or pot, whatever it is, that's worth almost as much as the car. Interesting. Bit of wear in the driver's seat there. It's done 163,000 miles, by the way, so it's a lovely low mileage example. That bag is my bag. That is definitely worth more money than the car. And we've got some legal number plates on the floor there. I think that's from where they went to a car show in it, and they obviously forgot to put their normal number plates back on. But it's all right. It's all right. Carbon dash inserts there. That was quite a nice touch when these E46 come out. The M3s have actually got the same steering wheel, or should I say, these have got the same steering wheel as an M3, so that's a nice thing as well, for like a 3 Series Touring to have. A mini disc player. I don't think I've ever seen a factory car with a mini display on it. BMW Business MD. That's impressive. It has literally no use other than being a normal FM radio, but it's quite cool. 5-speed manual gearbox, and the party piece, guys, is if I just pop the bonnet, get under here. 2.9 litre 6-cylinder diesel engine, produces about 180 bhp, somewhere along them lines. Not a lot of power, but obviously we're going to attempt to get more power out of it, right? If we get inside, one thing that you're going to be quite impressed with, got the key in the ignition, is when you turn the key on this car, there's the key turn, wait for the glow plugs to warm up, start the engine, and it actually bloody starts. How good is that? Revs up good, ticks over all right. So let's switch that off. That's that. So how did this car come about? So I obviously I'm building this E46 M3 touring project car, and I sort of put the feelers out that I wanted to buy an E46 touring for the project as the base car for the actual project, and I got offered loads, and this was obviously one of them cars. And when I got offered it, I thought that is almost perfect. It had no sunroof. At the time I just wanted a sunroof car. I then changed my mind and thought I'm going to go for one without a sunroof. It's better. It's an early car, 51. Didn't really want a 51 reg, but I did think this is quite a cool car. And the guy is actually a fella that follows me here. He messaged me and said, Calvin, I've got a car, I'm scrapping it, I'm not using it, its MOT's expired, if you want it, give me scrap money for it and get it collected. So I was like, got to buy it. I've just got to buy it. Hadn't seen it. I thought it might be a bit of a banger. It might just end up going on a scrap pile and I'll get no use out of it whatsoever, but I did think that there might be something on this car that I might need, so I bought it anyway, right? Turned up, I looked at it, I posted a picture on my Instagram, and a lot of people were like, Calvin, that's quite a cool car. And it is quite a cool car, I agree. And it's been parked up down the bottom there for a few weeks, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to speak to Will at VRS and see what he's saying about making, or potentially getting a bit of power out of this car. So I spoke to him yesterday and he's like, Cal, yeah, definitely. When you pick up your RS6, why don't you just drop that off and we'll have a go at tuning it and getting some power out of it. But first we've got to do a little health check. It's definitely going to need some loving under the bonnet. But yeah, he's going to look over it and see what power we can get out of it. So why not? We'll make a little bit of a project out of it. It's a £100 project car. It is a bit ropey. I will clean it up. So it's going to go to VRS next week. So that's not happening in this video, but I'll clean it up myself. It's going to look like a nice car when it's clean. We'll get it to VRS and just see what we can get out of it, see what we can get done to it. If anyone's got any ideas, like if you've got any parts for this car, I don't really want to spend any money on this car. I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you've got any parts, any ideas, any input, obviously Will's doing the tuning, so I don't need any help with the tuning side of things, but anything at all. If anyone's got anything that they want to supply for this car, I'm up for driving to people, doing videos, anything that's going to make a good video that's also going to benefit this car, let me know, because yeah, I think it could be good. So I didn't want to buy it and sell it and just it be gone out of my life. It's a great opportunity. Look at it, it's lovely. Great opportunity for us to have some fun, isn't it? So I think that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything. It's my £100 project car. Yeah. If you've got any ideas, comment below. Like, I'm up for anything. Let's do it for a laugh. Let's just have some fun with it. I've got loads of projects on my channel at the minute. This is just one for banter. I might get it to VRS and he might say, Calvin, this is beyond help. There's something wrong with the engine. You see the injector bottle in the back. It might never happen, right? We'll only know if I get it to VRS. So we'll get it there next week. We'll let that video unfold. And fingers crossed, it's a good car under the bonnet. And we'll have some fun in it. Drifting, I thought about drifting. I messaged a couple of drifting companies. Sorry, that just sprung to mind. I messaged a couple of drifting companies because I thought, why don't we could weld the diff? We'd have a proper little drift car. I don't know. Lots of ideas, lots of plans, but we'll just let it all unfold and see where we end up, all right? But do comment below if you've got any ideas. If you've got any input, let me know your thoughts. I do hope you like the idea of my project. Let's just jump out again. I say project, it ain't fully a project yet until we know that it's good for a project, but it looks pretty good, doesn't it? We're at Binker, by the way. This is like the back of our unit. I just decided to come out the back and film out here. It's cold. It's very cold, but yeah, E46 2001 330D 2.9 6-cylinder touring £100 project car. If you did like the video, if you like the idea of this project, hit like. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye. In the next episode of Calvin's Car Diary, I buy a V8 Audi S4 with a few multi-coloured body panels on it. That video is going to be live on Sunday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you then.